We got the new Emperor Forneus and Shark Launcher. Let's do it against all of Turbo. So today for my Beyblade show, I'm going to be doing Emperor Forneus, which is a new Bey I just reviewed, with the new Shark Launcher against all of Beyblade Burst Turbo. Before we continue, make sure to check out my original review, and let's try to beat our like goal of 500 likes, and let's get, I don't know, comment the shark emoji in the comment section, I guess, because of the theme. So, I have actually a spare Shark Launcher, so for each of these battles, which I'm only going to do each Bey at a time, I'll make sure to equip it with the Shark Launcher so both of these have high-speed battles. We got our first match. We're going to do it against Garuda. Yeah, so I kind of got to reset the launcher, but I will show it. I always get the max gauge. It's really not that hard to actually get the max gauge for the Shark Launcher. So, I mean, that's a positive, I guess, but yeah. We're basically going to do one-on-one matches. I have to set up each Bey, so I got to make sure I got to do this quickly. So you want to hear me set up the launcher in the middle of the video? Can Forneus beat Garuda? Yeah, Garuda's a really tough switch strike layer, so I don't really think so. So we're going to do Forneus against Forneus. So, because a lot of people have requested it, I will not do any slingshot mode. I might do it near the end if I really feel like it, but I know a lot of people prefer battle ring mode. Which either way, most of these bays right around the rail, so it's not going to be that much of a problem. But in the original video, I think actually Forneus beat, Forneus beat Forneus. The blue Forneus beat the original one. I mean, we're going to see now, because they basically have the same advantage of the awesome Shark Launcher. Looks like I won that one. We're going to try it against Z Achilles. So this Z Achilles actually has a better mold. I got it from the set, I think. That is our first burst finish of the video. So we're going to move on to our next Bey. I don't think Forneus will burst yet, but I guess we have to wait. That is Wonder Valtryek. Yeah, Wonder Valtryek again. I'm more interested when the evolution comes out, because Wonder Valtryek's really not that strong of a turbo Bey. Like even in general too, just because of how the gimmick works and everything, it's really not that useful. We're gonna try it against Typhon. Forneus, come on, don't fail me. So I gotta be quick with the launcher, because like I know a lot of people want me to launch like very quickly, and Anna's a little bit tough, because obviously I don't want to use the dual grip since I'm using two of the same launcher. Either way, I can't even make a dual grip, and try my best to launch as fast as possible. So you gotta forgive me if I can't get it right away. Yeah, I hope these battles don't like drag on for too long. I think just a couple of Beys might take a little longer than usual. That was Typhon. Typhon actually won that one. That's a little interesting. I'm gonna try Cyclops C4. Yeah, I gotta make sure I reset the gauge, because if I don't reset the gauge, the launcher, or the Bey is not gonna be as strong as it would. It's Cyclops is defeated. I'm gonna remember Typhon at the end. If I have extra time, let's see if I can do a rematch. If not, Forneus will have to be defeated by Typhon. Asteroid Zutron will most likely win. Zutron, actually, I don't know. This Forneus does have better slope, so I might be able to power through that Zutron. Yeah, it's really taking a little longer than I thought. Forneus, Forneus is a defense type. I gotta remember that. How the rules? What? Now it's the opposite, so it's the other way around. Forneus is chasing around. Oh. Actually beat Asteroid Zutron. That's a little bit of a surprise. Alright. Vice Leopard. Don't blame me for the lift frame. The lift frame is not good, but you gotta keep with Vice Leopard because that's how the anime stock works. It is a little bit of a shame. I kind of wish Vice Leopard was a little bit better. Yeah, it's alright. We're gonna move on to our next match, which is going to be Orichalcum. So this is a Switch Strike Bay. Forneus, come on! Emperor Drift! Ah, it can't work. It worked in the unboxing. It's probably not gonna work now. I'm gonna see if I can get through the weaker bays. I don't want to go through like all the good ones. Also too, so a lot of times with turbo bays, like sometimes the weaker bays just somehow win randomly. Only because Yard is a little bit similar to, what is it, Orbit. It might be able to outlast Orichalcum, but probably not with how heavy it is. Oh, never mind. Yard for the win. Okay, let's try Lightning X Istris. Yeah, Forneus has powerful defense. I don't think it's gonna budge through that. And a burst finish. We're gonna try it against our next Bay, which is a reissue in Beyblade Burst Turbo, which was Wyvron W3. If you don't know what a reissue means, it means they basically just re-released it. Which this Wyvron shouldn't burst right away like the Evolution one, because the Evolution one kind of has like, alright, slope's not really all that good. Yeah, it's a battle between Atomic and Yard, so technically speaking, Atomic should win, because Atomic is the better performance tip, but I don't know, maybe because Forneus' lair might be able to weaken Wyvron? Probably not. Hey, it's funny too, because I just realized that's the second purple bay it lost to. No, it's actually only losing the purple base. You wanna know what? I can't be bothered. I can't be asked. I'm sorry. That's like, I really think it's annoying when the bays do self KOs. So they gotta get skipped out. Plus, do like official rules, right? If the bay just gets like, if it's a self KO. You wanna know what? I'll be kind to this Forneus. I'll be kind. So we'll get the other Forneus. We'll do a quick rematch. That was Guyon, whatever. There we go. So no one complains I didn't give a bay a fair chance, or it wasn't fair because the bay knocked itself out. That is Silver X Shore Munter. It really shouldn't win. Without Turbo Bay's work, it probably will win. I hope it doesn't, but with the record we're getting today. Yeah, okay. We'll move on to our next one, which is Lava X Anubian. Come on, Forneus! You're almost there! Awesome, alright. Is this the one that's gonna do it? Because Hasbro Zootron Z4 is really good. It's actually gonna, nah. Come on, Z4. 2-pack's really, it beat the 2-pack one. Okay, that's a bit of a surprise. Usually the 2-pack one wins. We got the best Achilles. If you've noticed, I did a really light launch with that Achilles just because I know how weak it is. Again, I really just want justice for Z Achilles, man. It was done so dirty in Turbo. Alright, whatever. We're gonna move on to our next bay, which is going to be Dark X Nepstrius. So, this is another bay with defense slingshot. And it did lose to Typhon before, so I'm kind of curious if it's gonna lose again. Is it gonna... You know, what's going on here, Forneus? Come on! It's a defense battle! Okay, Forneus is starting to slow down a bit. Okay, good. Because if it's in slingshot mode, it's not gonna be as cool. Because in slingshot mode, it loses a lot quicker than in battle ring mode, right? That's why I kind of tend to avoid slingshot mode for most videos. But you know, sometimes I'll use it. That was Betrometh. Let's get this next one. Let's get this next one. Poison X Hyris. Actually, not doing that bad. The only thing is the issue is just because, yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can just tilt launch it for the rest. Okay, Forneus, let's get this. Also like to acknowledge that Forneus' slopes have not budged at all for a lot of these bays. So, definitely is not doing as bad as I would expect it to be doing. So we're gonna move on to, actually, I wanna try Diomedes. Diomedes? Because that one is actually pretty good. It's a Hasbro dual layer. That's a Hasbro exclusive, I mean. And it's really tight for the turbo version for some reason. So it might get lucky in this battle with its defense, but you know, I guess we gotta wait and see. I think because of these shark launchers, the battles are going a little bit quicker than I'm expecting it to. Is this going to be another Beyblade defense slingshot where it loses? It's going to be another Beyblade defense sling. Yeah, it's defense slingshot that's kind of like jinxing it right now. Okay, we're going to try a switch strike. Red versus blue. How do you burst Shelter Regulus? That's okay. Ooh, that's a bit. Let's try the Ripfire Achilles. Shout out to Ripfire Achilles. It's obviously so powerful. Why is the driver still going like that? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, but there's no more actual Ripfire Turbo bays. I thought for a second there was, and I was about to grab another one. We're gonna move on to, let's try this Hasbro exclusive Dulon? Has 5 in Tower Slingshot. Whoa! Yeah, I just kind of like lost there. Kind of like dropped it by accident, so we're gonna make sure that's redone. I want to say surprising, but not really. I feel like if the Dulon had better slopes, it definitely would not be considered such a weakling in the turbo meta. So this one's a bit curious because Tide Triptune actually has shock absorption and it's a switch strike layer. And usually whenever you do switch strike versus slingshot, switch strike is usually the victor. Whoa. Let's see how this can... Alright, there we go. Alright, that's tight. Was that Tide Triptune? Alright, I'll redo it at the end in slingshot mode. So I had this idea. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I'll do battle ring mode all at the start, and whatever base it lose to, I'll do it in slingshot mode as a redo. I think that's a pretty good, like, idea. Like, you can't really mess it up. Shooter S2, what's going on there, buddy? What's going on there? What's going on there, buddy? Is it? Yeah, Shooter S4, I mean. Archer Hercules. In I think my original video, Yard Slingshot beat Eternal Slingshot, but I don't know why it did, but no, it still happened. Hopefully I can get through the rest of these bays pretty quickly at the end. Ooh, that's interesting. Alright, we're gonna go with our next bay. I was in the Breaker Skies. Say Breaker Skies for the end, because that one lost hard. Revive Phoenix. Forneus, come on! Knock off the armor! Oh no! Oh yeah, I just realized Blast Genius. I almost didn't do Blast Genius, wow. Yeah, because speaking of bays with armor, yo, shout out to Dread Phoenix whenever that comes out. I can't wait to test that one out. That is Forneus' Victor. We're going to move on to Blast Genius Hasbro. Yeah, so both these bays have the theme of water in their avatar. It's kind of cool. Move on to Kraken, since that's also a water type avatar. Just want to make sure I did Genius right. Okay, we're gonna try for our next bay. Let's try. Yeah, Kraken's always in slingshot mode. I always whoa, okay. You know, I was about to say, like, is Kraken gonna get this one? Yeah, Kraken has the Hasbro exclusive Prevail, but like, you know, there's nothing else really going for it. Slopes are kind of decent, but still. So I guess we'll try out, I have one more Switch Strike left, actually. This Amaterios A3. That's an attack type, so if it doesn't, like, do any crazy hits at start, we're probably gonna look at nothing. Amaterios, you're really with that hype right now. I see. It's just like standing there. Come on, come on, ogre. I gotta do that slide shoot. Well, the thing is, sometimes the base just balance it on its own, and then after I can't really do the slide shoot, so. Ogre. We're gonna move on to our next bay, which is actually, hey, this is a cool one. It's Black Achilles. I did not set the gauge right on that Forneus, so it kind of got stuck on the launcher. Yeah, make sure you always reset the gauge if you want Forneus to perform well, because the launcher, if you don't reset the gauge, it's gonna wear down the ripcord. Is gonna get stuck in it. Almost got it there. Yeah, let's get Minoboros. Dude, watch how Minoboros just gets it. Ooh, that's a little interesting. So Minoboros lost that one. Let's try another green bay, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. Hazard Kirbyus. Bro, what? Look at a burst on Hazard Kirbyus. That's kind of like... That shouldn't happen at all. With Forneus, what? I never did Kirbyus versus All Turbo. I have Achilles saved there, but... Yeah, that's a little bit... It's a little weird. I guess this Forneus is good. I guess it's good. Yeah, shout out to Rocktavor for always making these battles long. You wanna know what? Instead of doing the rematch, I'm gonna just save the last like 4 baits for slingshot mode. You wanna know what? I lost to Rocktavor. What? I lost like 5-6 bays. We're gonna probably up it by putting in slingshot mode right at the end. We're gonna get our next bay. This is gonna be Heat Salamander, which is actually an anime theme with Fubuki versus Suo. So the thing is with Forneus and its slingshot mode, if you aim it right, you might actually get lucky near the end. You might. Alright, let's try Heat Salamander. There's no way. If it actually gets this... No. Dude, I'll do a rematch right now in normal mode. There's no way. Wow. It beats Heat Salamander in slingshot mode. So it's got some weird life after death right there. This is the karma I get for doing it in slingshot mode. So we're gonna end this off right? Right? We're gonna end it off right? Or are we not? Lunar, are you gonna get in the launcher? I just want to give major respect to Lunar L3 right there. And Forneus too. Forneus is actually pretty good for the turbo meta. So we're gonna move on to our last bait, which is gonna be Breaker Excalius. I'll put it in its breaker mode already. It shouldn't lose. Yeah, so in slingshot mode, Forneus seems to be the king in that. However, I will abide to my fans and I will do one last round in Battle Ring mode. So if Excalius manages to pull off a W, fair play. Is it actually gonna do it, or? Yeah, but that's it for this video. I don't know, I'll get this video past like 500 likes, I guess. A lot of these battles were fun. I think most of this just took long just because of Forneus' driver. If you want to see more battles of Forneus, let me know in the comment section below. As well, tell me your thoughts on this launcher. I think the launcher definitely gives some high-speed battles. Let me also know if you want me to keep it in battle mode or keep it in slingshot mode. Slingshot mode, it's more likely to lose. But, you know, it's up to you, I guess. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll keep a poll in this video.